Good morning everyone. Welcome to Shri Kokilaben Karsanbhai Patel Girls Science College. Okay. Our subject microbiology, and today we will discuss paper 504 and DNA technology. Okay. Now the first, what is the DNA technology? And that means recombinant DNA technology. Okay. Now, what is the DNA or what is the recombinant DNA technology? That is a one type of artificial technology that has set of many techniques and different types of technology in which we will take genetic materials from one organism and artificially it will be introduced in another organism, and then that organism will replicate that our interest gene and replicate and express that characteristic. So that technique, it is called as DNA technology. It is also called as a genetic engineering. In a biotechnology, it will be used in a mostly. Okay. Now in this paper we will be discuss total 4 unit. Unit number 1. In this unit we will discuss introduction and scope of DNA technology. Unit number 2 we will discuss scope and tools that is used in DNA technology. In unit number 3 we will discuss various and different types of technique that is used in DNA technology, and unit number 4 we will many applications that use DNA technology. So that 4 units we will discuss in details in this paper. Okay. Now today we will start unit number 3, different types of techniques that is used in DNA technology. So techniques of DNA technology unit name, and we will start unit number 3. Okay. Today we will discuss gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Now the topic name, gene cloning in prokaryote cell. Prokaryote cell, that means the bacterial cell. We will always use the bacterial cell because they have the simple cellular structure compared to the eukaryotic cell. So we will use in DNA technology majority use the prokaryotic cells. Okay. Now what is the gene? First question, what is the gene? Gene, that means the fragments of DNA. It is also called a small chain of nucleotide and also known as the fragments of DNA. That is the gene. Now, second one, what is the cloning? Cloning, that is one type of process in which we will desired gene, our interest gene, production number of desired gene by using genetic engineering. This process known as a cloning process. Okay. In which process we will production more amount of our desired gene. It is called as a cloning. So today we will discuss gene cloning in prokaryote cell. Okay. That is our topic description, and now we will start topic of gene cloning in prokaryotic cell. Okay. First, we will discuss main 3 types. First, requirement. Which requirements will be required for proceed gene cloning in prokaryotic cell. Second one, which process, which step that involved in this process. And third one, different applications that use gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Now the first we will discuss gene cloning requirement. Now, gene cloning, that is also called as a DNA cloning, also termed as a DNA molecular cloning, and also name used is a rDNA technology. Okay. Now we will discuss requirement for gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. First requirement is fragments of DNA, also known as fragments of DNA that containing our desired gene or desired gene, interest gene of our transformation. Okay. Second one is we will require enzyme. We will require 2 types of enzyme. First one, restriction endonuclease enzyme, and second one, ligase enzyme. Endonuclease enzyme, it perform functions to cut the site of nucleotide. It will be able to cut specific site present in a nucleotide. Specific site it will cut. So we will use restriction endonuclease enzyme for cut the site and use the ligase enzyme for rejoining of bacterial cell and interest gene. Okay. Now we will see principle of gene cloning. Main principle of the gene cloning that is the first we will require our desired gene. So we will take DNA desired gene fragments of the DNA. It will be inserted into the vector. After insertion it will be formed. It is the vector and it is our desired gene. Our desired gene that form recombinant molecules. Okay, that recombinant molecule will be transformed into the bacterial cell. After transformation, it will be multiplied in many copies, and each bacterial cell that have numbers of one or more number of recombinant DNA molecules. It is called our vector. That is our desired fragments, desired gene, interest gene, and it will be combined from recombinant DNA molecule transferring to bacterial cell. After transformation, cell will be divided. It will be able to replicate and multiply our own DNA genetic material with vector in our desired gene. After multiplication, we will have many of copy recombinant DNA molecules. Okay, so it is called gene are co-cloned. Okay, now we will discuss each and every step in a details. First step of gene cloning. Now we will discuss gene cloning in prokaryotic cell through the figures. Now the first of all, it is the bacterial cell. Bacterial cell that have its own genetic materials and plasmid. Plasmid, that means that are the small single circular DNA molecules. It is called as a plasmid. Now that plasmid, first of all we will isolate that plasmid. After isolation we will use restriction endonuclease enzyme for the cut of plasmid at the specific site. That at the specific sites, at this site will be cut plasmid. Okay. Now we will take bacterial cell that have our interest gene, genetic material and our interest gene. Okay. Bacterial cell with interest gene. Okay. Now first of all we will isolate that genetic material. Okay. After isolation we will use same enzyme, restrictions enzyme, and it will be cut into the different fragments that are our interest gene and our desired gene. Okay. Now it will be recombine each other. These are the plasmid and these are our gene, required interest gene. After that we will use ligase enzyme. Ligase enzyme used for the ligation and recombine of two different DNA molecules, and it will be formed recombinant DNA molecules. It will form recombinant DNA molecules. Okay. Now that recombinant DNA molecules we will transfer into the bacterial cell. These are the bacterial cells that have their own genetic materials. Now it will be allowed to multiply or replicate. Okay. it will be transformed into the bacterial cell. Recombined DNA molecules transformed in a bacterial cell after replication. We will get a form different and large numbers of molecules of bacterial cell that all have that O1 recombinant DNA molecules. Now our desired product, it will be here numbers of amount. Now it will be isolated and then purified and then it will be used. Okay. Now first we will discuss each and every step in a details. That one, first of all we will take a bacterial cell that have the plasmid. First isolate the plasmid. After isolation we will use restriction endonuclease enzyme and it will be cut at the specific site. After cut we will take the bacterial cell that already have our desired and insert gene. First of all isolate genetic material. After isolation we will use same restriction enzyme for the fragmentation of genetic materials. Now we have to our interest gene in a fragment form. After that we will use ligase enzyme to recombine both genetic materials. It will form hybrid form. Two DNA materials will be hybrid and mixed together and it will form recombinant DNA molecules. Now that recombinant DNA molecules will be transformed into the host cell, bacterial cell. After transformation it will be replicate and form many of the copy. Then isolate our product. After isolation it will be purified and then it will be used. Now we will discuss step will be performed in gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Now the first step. Okay, now we will discuss step which is performed in a gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Now the first step is isolation of gene. That product we will be required the gene. First of all isolated specific gene and DNA fragment. After isolation, second step, selection of suitable vector. Okay. Now we will discuss what is the vector. Vector, that is the genetic molecules and it will be able to carry genetic material one cell to another cell. That is act like a vehicle. So it is called as a vector. Sometimes we will use vector as a plasmid and bacterial cell. Okay. So second step, selection of suitable vector, and third one is insertion of interest gene into suitable vector. Okay. And it will be formed recombinant DNA molecules. Okay. Third step, insertion gene, our interest gene into the vector and it will be formed recombinant DNA molecules. Okay. Now fourth step is after formation of recombinant DNA molecule, it will be transformed into host cell. That is called as a bacterial cell. Okay. After insertion, after transformation, now we are other step, selection of suitable host cell. Host cell, that means which will be cell, it will be able to replicate foreign genetic material. Okay. So suitable host cell will be selection. After selection, recombinant DNA will be transformed into the host cell. After transformation, host cell will multiply and replicate recombined DNA molecule. And then 7th step, isolate our recombined DNA molecules and then purify it. That is our desired product and it is used in a different application. Now we will discuss each and every step in details. Now the first we will see isolation of the gene. Any bacterial cell we will isolate genetic material, then using a restriction endonuclease enzyme, and we will isolate desired gene, our interest gene. Okay. After isolation, second step. Now we will discuss first step, isolation of our desired gene. After isolation, we will select suitable vector. Now the first of all, which vector are they suitable for gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell? So vector, all vector that have the particular characteristic, all vector that have to the carry gene one cell to another cell. The first characteristic, carry our desired gene, carry the gene. Second characteristic, vector that have to replicate itself in host cell. Okay. Now the first that have able to carry our desired gene, and second it have to able itself replicate in host cell. Host cell will be replicate that own genetic material which that vector will be replicate itself. Okay. Now the third characteristic, vector that have the specific limitation. It will be able carry genetic material but small fragment, form in a small fragment. Okay, it will be able to carry some limit size gene between one bacterial cell to another bacterial cell. Okay, now that our interest gene will be enter into the vector, so that they can't interfere in that replication. Okay, our interest gene must be not interfere in replication of the vector. And last characteristic of the vector, it will be easily isolate from host cell. That's why we will use suitable vector for isolation, gene cloning in a prokaryotic vectors. Okay. Now we will discuss vector. We will use two material as a vector. First one is a plasmid. Plasmid used as a vector, and second, in case we will use some bacterial cell. All that genetic materials. Okay. Now first of all, what is a plasmid? Plasmid are small circular genetic materials. Okay. We will use as a vector plasmid molecule. Okay. Now we will discuss recombinant DNA molecules formation. Now the first that are our vector and this one is our interest gene. That are the recombinant DNA molecules. Okay. How it will be formed? So first of all, we will take plasmid or vector by using restriction endonuclease enzyme. That restriction endonuclease enzyme also used in a fragmentation of these our desired gene. Same restriction enzyme will be used in that cutting site. After that, we will use ligase enzyme for rejoining of both genetic material. Okay. Here we will occur recombination. Now what is the recombination? Recombination, that means two different DNA strands will intermixture and rejoining each other. Then it will be formed which structure it is called. That process called is a recombination. recombination. In a recombination, two different strands are be intermixture and form structure that is called as a recombination. Now here it will be form hybrid structure. First one is our desired interest and second one is a plasmid form of the hybrid molecules, and that hybrid molecules called recombinant DNA molecules. Okay, after that formation we will transfer recombinant molecule in the bacterial cell. After transformation, bacterial cell will be multiplied, replication, and we will isolate into the recombinant DNA molecules. After isolation, purify it and then use in our different types of purpose. Okay, now we will see different application that is used in a Okay, now we will see application of gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Now the first application, we will isolate the particular sequence of nucleotide, isolate and identify. Isolate and identify particular sequence of nucleotides, and second application, it will be a protein, RNA and enzymes. Protein, RNA, enzymes that have particular characteristics, it will be investigated by using gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. Second one, we will identify control sequence of DNA. Identify control sequence of DNA. If any changes, if any traces condition, mutation will be occur. So, by using this method, we will identify mutation of DNA molecules. Now, first of all, what is a mutation? Mutation, that means in a nucleotide sequence genetic material, due to the some reasons it will be changed. So, that is called as a mutation. Something will be changed. That is called as a mutation. If in any genetic materials mutation will be occurred, so that will be identified using this method. Now, two major examples for a major example of gene cloning in a prokaryotic cell. First one is insulin production, and second one is insect resistance. Okay, thank you.